Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nintendo's Pod of War podcast, episode 22. I'm Eof Gizmo. I'm joined today by Masofdas,
Hello, everyone.
and we are back after like 12 months. Or
Yes,
something
it
stupid.
seems that long. Like we even missed Game of the Year chat and everything.
Yeah, so we're sorry. Life got in the way.
Yeah,
Life always gets in the way. But for now, we're back. 2017.
Yeah.
It's been a good 2017, Chris.
It has
so far.
been very good
We're
2017.
really going to talk about that, Chris.
Yes, one of our I suppose you could call him viewers, friend of the show, Pete.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show. Messaged us like basically what our thoughts were going to 2017 so far. As we didn't actually do a Game of the Year 2016 chat, what was your Game of the Year last year?
It was Steamwood Heist
It was,
on the Vita.
Very, very good. Mine was Uncharted 4.
I can't honestly, that's the only game I can remember from last year. It's either that or Football Manager 2016.
Oh, nice.
2017. Sorry, well.
Yeah.
Great game. Anyway.
2018 this year.
2026. So, 2017, Chris, you're going to go through. We've got a list of games here on my computer.
Yeah, I got it on my phone as well.
Some of them are good, some of them are not.
Well, basically, obviously, I was trying to not select ones I like, just like. So I went to Metacritic and I was going to do all the ones above 75 because everything above 75 is supposed to be great. But that gave me like 70 titles, so that was a very long list.
Have you done this list in order of Metacritic?
Yes.
I was going to say, because it's not alphabetical, and that is frustrating.
So I've put the list of any game above an 8 instead of 75.
Right, so we're going to do this backwards.
Yes.
That makes more
So
sense.
basically, the lowest rated game above an 8 on Metacritic so far this year is Tales of Vesperia.
Which, of course, is the sequel to Tales of Zestiria, which you haven't played.
Yeah,
Which you own, but
yeah.
you haven't played.
It is a sequel and not a sequel because you're playing as the bad guy, I think. Velvet is a bad guy, I think.
Like, as you can tell, like, neither of us have played this.
I played it actually at EGX last year.
Yeah, okay. So none of us have bought it.
But yeah, I would have bought it, but I haven't played Zestiria, so I better not buy it.
I'll be honest, like, that kind of shows how good this year has been. That's the 35th best reviewed game. It's a Tales game.
Yeah.
Like, in its, April?
Yeah.
So, okay. Well,
Yeah.
again, this is going to be great, because we ain't got nothing to say about that.
No. Then 34th best one is Terraform Censured, which has been out for ages. The Xbox One version came out this year and got reviewed, and
The Switch version will also come out this year.
Yeah, so that will most probably make it.
Incredible game. I actually played that on...
Yeah, because it's exclusive for ages.
Good game, really fun multiplayer.
I think I got it on PS4. Never actually played it.
It's because you need friends.
Yeah, that's the thing. I need friends.
Sad times.
33rd is Gravity Rush 2.
It's another game you haven't played.
I own it.
You own it? Did you actually buy it? Oh, God.
I want it on day release.
I've just finished Gravity Rush 1 on the Vita, which is incredible. So if you haven't played it, buy it on the Vita or the PS4. It's on sale, actually, right now.
As for me, if I finished Gravity Rush 1.
Have you finished Gravity Rush 1?
No.
We're going to do like an intervention podcast at some point where it's just like me telling Chris not to buy games anymore.
Yeah, and then you encourage me to buy games.
And then I encourage you to buy old games.
Yeah.
So, number 32.
Something called Flight Wrench, which I have no idea what it is. It's a PlayStation console exclusive, that's all I know, but I have no idea what it actually is. Well, see, now we have a computer, we can actually...
Fly Wrench.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I don't know what it is. Then it is Forma 8, I think it's called Forma 8, in 31st.
Never heard of that. Even I haven't heard of that, to be fair.
That's the Metroid clone thing, but with a spaceship. And it's on Wii U. It was part of a Wii U Summer of Games thing a couple of E3 ago.
Legit, never heard of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like,
I kind of know
never
what
heard
it
of that
is.
at all.
30th is Fast RMX.
Which we both own.
Yeah, it's really good.
For the Nintendo Switch, which came out as well.
Futuristic
We'll
racer.
talk about when we get to number 1.
Futuristic racer. So yeah.
I haven't played the Wii U one, so I really love it. I think it's really good. Needs that multiplayer patch desperately. But yeah, you can't for like 15 quid. It's pretty good.
Then it's Snipper Clips, cut it out together.
Amazing game.
Yeah.
Like, probably my surprise Nintendo Switch launch amazement. I played that with some friends at a party like a couple of months ago, and it was the most fun I've had in ages. It was so funny. Yeah, if you have a Switch, you should probably already have Snipper Clips. But it does need 2 people, but like you could play that with your mum, and it would still be fun.
Yeah, sure. Then Halo Wars Definitive Edition, not Halo Wars 2.
No, so that's just the upscaling of the first one.
Yeah.
I like the first one.
Yeah, the first one is good.
So I imagine that's still good.
Yeah. And then Sniper Elite 4. Have you ever played any
I played Sniper Elite on the original Xbox.
Mm.
I'm amazed it's still a franchise because
Yeah.
all it is just like Mortal Kombat shooting.
Yeah, and there's the other one as well, isn't there? Sniper Ghost. There's like 2 of them.
There's like a World War. There's like a zombie one as well.
Mm. So, I don't know. I don't know why there's so many of them. It's weird. Then it's Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Is that a game?
Yes, it is a game.
Right.
It's not actually a game. It's basically sort of like No Man's Sky.
Which is definitely not a game.
Yeah, it's
By the way, I called it. Okay, because I don't know if we've done a podcast since it came out, but I called it.
yeah.
You can go back.
Then you got Torment: Ties of Numeria, obviously based on the old Torment series.
I've seen it, not played it.
No, it's like top-down Baldur's Gate style of gameplay. Then you got Voice, another Nintendo Switch game.
Which is touch only.
Yeah, standard only as well.
I've heard it's supposed to be quite good.
Mm.
But again, I've not
It's
played it.
free on mobile though, but you obviously buy the tracks.
Yeah, it's Vita was like that as well.
Yeah,
Stuff
it's
like
weird. Then you got Stories Untold PC game. No idea what that is.
Nope.
Elder Scrolls Legends. That's the card game of the Elder Scrolls franchise.
Yeah, everyone started doing this since half then, haven't they? So,
Yeah, every man in the.
like I've got the Gwent one on Xbox One,
Mm.
which is pretty fun. But yeah, cool.
No, then it's Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reloaded.
Is that out?
Yeah.
Great. Again, I haven't.
Danganronpa 1's excellent.
2 is also excellent. I haven't.
I've not played 2, but I have played the first. The first is really good.
All even the side game, Ultra Despair Girls.
That is also just got released again on PS4.
Oh, has it?
And with the third one coming, it's all going to be on PlayStation.
It's also on the Vita.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't played them on Vita, play them on PS4 because they're good.
And then you got a game called Bleed 2. No idea what that
PC
is.
games, no
Yeah.
one cares.
Detention PC game.
No one cares.
Then you got She Remember Caterpillars.
As an indie, that title makes me want to play it, but
Yeah, She Remember Caterpillars. I kind of want to play that as well.
sounds like a fever dream, so that must be pretty good.
Then you got Hatsune Miku Project Diva Future Tone.
Is that PlayStation or PlayStation VR?
I think it's just a regular PlayStation game.
Okay.
Then you've got Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix, which has literally just come out.
Kingdom Hearts, all of the game. You own this and not played it?
I do own it.
I see. I cancelled my pre-order knowing that I wouldn't have time.
Mm.
Because obviously, if I suddenly disappear in this podcast, it's because my game of the year is about to arrive.
Mm.
So I'm just waiting. Couldn't get another game. Again, if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, you can now get all of the games for about £60 on PlayStation 4.
Yeah. I bought the limited edition as well because it comes with a cool pin badge.
Pin badge, mate. All for the pin badges.
Yeah.
All for the pin badges.
Then it's Yakuza 0.
Another game you own, not played.
That's correct.
There's a running theme here, guys.
Then you got Bye Bye Box Boy.
Apparently that's really good.
Yeah.
Not played it.
I've not played it.
I'll say I can keep saying apparently it's very good. We're now getting to like really high in Metacritic. So.
Yeah, and then you've got MLB The Show 17.
I haven't bought them since they stopped being on Vita, but they are really good games.
Yeah, they supposed to be like a bit like the 2K NBA games. They're supposed to be really, really good sports games. It's just they don't really. I kind of like the sports, like Boston Red Sox would be my baseball team, but I don't really care that much to suddenly go spend 50, 60 quid on a baseball
I'm
game.
more a rounders man.
Yeah.
So we'll, when they do a rounders game, I'm all in.
Then number 12th best game of the year so far is Dragon Quest 5, 6, 7, 8. Journey to the Cursed King.
Which is a remake
Of
on
the PS2 game.
the DS.
Yes, yeah.
Again, it's on 3DS. I really love Dragon Quest, but
Yeah,
I'm not playing 3DS
I
games.
didn't buy the one before because I heard the one before that 7 wasn't as good, and
That was
everyone was telling me wait for 8, and I didn't buy it because it came out in like a really busy period on the 3DS. It came to like Switch, so most people afford it. But
Yeah, same. Just like I've got no desire to play 3DS anymore.
yeah, pretty same here really. Then you got Tumbleweed Park.
Thimbleweed Park, which is Ron Gilbert.
But yeah, the
which-
old point and click adventure style game.
yeah, if you like those games, that game's really good.
Yeah.
It's really charming. The graphics are amazing. as well.
Right, this one I'm really shocked to see this high. It's the 10th best game of the year. It's Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
People loved that game. You have actually beaten this game.
I have beaten this
Which
game.
is
I've even played
amazing.
it in VR.
Amazing.
Yeah.
People really again. I don't like Resident Evil because I don't do horror games.
No.
I've never
It's not
thought
that
of
scary.
before. I know, like it's too jumpy and like creepy. And
They're
I don't
just so
honestly,
obvious.
Give
though.
me Billy Hatch from the Giant Egg. That's what I want.
Yeah,
Um,
I played it. I beat it. It's short. It's about 7 hours long. There's a lot of DLC of it. Some of it adds in the plot and like before the Bakers were all like zombie-ish and stuff. To sort of typical Capcom that's content and charge for it.
Yeah.
But it was good. But it's never 10th best game of the year.
But if you compare it to 5 and 6, it's like
Oh,
the
it's
best game
miles
ever.
better. Yeah. But then you can compare it to 4. It's like not
I see. I don't really like 4.
Mm.
Like again, if I'm gonna play Resident Evil, I'm playing like 1 and 2,
Yeah.
or maybe Code Veronica.
Right, number 9 is Night in the Woods.
People bum that game. I've not
Yeah, I
played it.
really want to play that, but it just came out. I think it came out like the same day as the Switch, so
Yes,
I totally
yes, it
avoided it. But yeah, it looks kind of interesting. But then it's a point-and-click adventure, and I never really gelled with them.
It's too much thinking for Chris. Far too much thinking.
Right, number 8 is Hollow Knight.
I've not heard of this.
Hollow Knight is a game that I actually backed on Kickstarter.
And I'm guessing you've not played.
I've not played because it's apparently the console version is not available. It's a PC version, so I'm waiting for my
So what is it?
Huh?
What is it?
It's a 2D side-scrolling version of like Dark Souls,
I think I've seen this.
but like a black and white art style,
Right,
of
okay.
like sort of Shovel Knight-ish. There's Salt and Sanctuary that's kind of similar looking as well.
Yeah.
But it's like ghost type characters. You can see like white coming off them, like where they move. It looks really nice. Kickstarter. It's coming to the Switch. It's a PC at the moment. There's a Switch version coming. It was Wii U that's got cancelled. And I think it might be coming for like Vita or PS4 or something as well. But it's definitely at the moment. It's definitely Switch and PC.
That Vita. That sweet Vita.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, it's one of my bats. So I got
Speaking of Vita games,
number 7 is Zero Escape. The how do you pronounce
the
it?
Noari games.
Yeah, games.
Amazing collection.
Which is like
amazing.
999 and
Virtue's Last Reward.
Yeah.
And the newest one, which is Zero Escape.
yeah,
I think.
so, yeah.
I don't like to swear, but it's an amazing series.
Yeah.
Really, if you like Danganronpa or Persona,
Yeah, I really wanted to
just
play
so
them.
good.
There was a lot of like games, if you notice on the list, like Night in the Woods, that Dragon Quest. If it wasn't really for like the Switch and having such a great year this year, those were the most rhythm games I played.
Yeah.
Along with the games I bought that I
Yeah,
haven't played.
like, it's one of these, again, if you haven't played the series is really good. Like, really good dark visual novels. Really pleased to see it this highly reviewed as well, so it must be doing okay. So.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I think for Nintendo fans because Virtual Blast World and 99 both
We're on
Nintendo.
DS and 3DS.
Yeah, and obviously the last one is as well, but the collection isn't. It's really weird.
Yeah, it should be on Switch. That should totally be on Switch.
Yeah, hopefully it comes to Switch.
Right, so
Now we're getting to like the real big guns.
And lots of good PlayStation, Nintendo goodness coming out.
6 is Neo,
Which is
the Team Ninja Samurai Dark
it's
Souls.
the guy that looks like the guy from Watcher.
Yeah.
The Witcher.
Yeah, Witcher.
I played this. There's actually a stream of me playing the alpha. I am fucking terrible at those games.
Yeah.
It feels like Dark Souls on Onimusha. If you like those games, like I encourage you to. If you like Dark Souls, like this is not the podcast. There's other podcasts that are on Nintendo for this. But Neo is like good. If you like Dark Souls, get that game because you will probably love it. It's a very different setting. The weapon system's really cool. The bosses are terrifying. Like this,
I
Japanese
kind of
setting's
want
really
to
cool.
play it, but it's one if I like the summer.
You would be terrible at
the
it.
summer drought or the but apparently it's quicker than Dark Souls
it's
and
like-
got a bit more Ninja Gaiden into it.
Yeah,
which I have played.
it's more like Bloodborne than it is Dark Souls.
Now Bloodborne I got on okay with,
But
I never actually got that
you
far.
die a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I think this might just be me because I'm really crap, but like you get hit, you die. Like there's no like parry shield rubbish that like Dark Souls you can kind of get away with. But yeah, great game.
Also, it's sold really well. It's like Team Ninja's best-selling game or something.
And they obviously haven't got Igaki anymore as well, so
Yeah,
holding them back.
so that's really good. And then number 5 is Nier Automata.
Which has also done. It's done 1 million.
It just passed 1 million copies, which hopefully means we're getting a remake of the first one.
It's
Even though
a
they're
Platinum
not
Games collaboration with Square Enix.
Yes.
Desperate to get this game, but I have not got the time or the money. With a certain special game coming that you're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah, I bought Nier because it's Platinum.
You shock me.
I bought it.
Have you played it?
No, I bought it because I think it came out like the same day as the Switch, or like 2 days after. I basically bought it because I wanted to support Platinum, especially after the whole scale balance.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's fiasco. I thought, right, I'm going to buy that.
There's some Bayonetta news coming soon.
Yes. Right, so we go into number 4.
Number 4 is a game that I have not played, so you can talk about it.
It's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Which is on the PlayStation 4.
Yes, it is really good.
Have you finished it?
No, right. I played it for about 6-7 hours, and the issue with it came out 2 days before the Switch, and another game we're going to talk about. So it got dropped that other game, and then once I finished that other game, another game we're going to talk about, it come out, and that's leapfrogged it as well. So it keeps getting leapfrogged by other games.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one I definitely want to go back to. Like what I really like the world so far of it. It looks stunning in 4K, and it's just it's going to be really good. I think it's mostly up the if we do an in-video cast this year, it mostly will be in like my top 5 or something.
I will play at some point. It's like it came out so close to about 3 other games, consoles and stuff. So
yeah.
But number 3
is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove.
That's all for you to say.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight Treasure Trove.
Yeah.
Which is just Shovel Knight Game of the Year. It includes the new game, which is
the new
Spectre Knight.
Yeah, and Spectre Knight is currently only on Switch, and it's a Switch timed exclusive. That's why I put Nintendo next to it by the name. So currently it's a timed exclusive.
The Shovel Knight games are amazing. Yeah. So again, if you haven't played Shovel Knight,
I did buy it again on Switch.
Oh, did you? Did you have it on 4-3DS?
I had it on Wii U.
Wii U. Oh, so I had the PlayStation version, which I know is weird because I'm not a PlayStation guy, but I have had the Vita PS4 version with the Kratos DLC and stuff, and awesome. Really hard trophies if you're not very good at those games, which I'm not.
Yeah, I don't get trophies or anything else.
You're not good at trophies at anything anymore. So.
I have how many platinums?
How many are Telltale?
Okay.
There we go.
We'll move on to number 2 on the list,
which will be my game of the year.
Will mostly be my game of the year as well. It's actually the highest rated user reviewed game of the year.
That is not a surprise. And it's a game that I'm saying it's going to be game of the year. I haven't played it yet. I'm waiting for it today. Yeah. I will be playing it today. If I was allowed to stream it, I would have streamed it, but I can't now. So.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting a bit angry or salty.
I understand why, but we won't get into that today.
But basically,
it's Persona 5, in case we haven't said.
I'm 8 hours into the game.
8 hours? Yeah. So you won't finish it?
I will.
Have you finished Golden?
No.
I got stuck. Which is literally a crime.
Yeah.
Literally a crime. Like Persona 4 Golden, I've talked at length on here before.
Yeah.
Is so good that I bought the DVD box set of the anime, and then I have nearly got all of the trophies for the dancing spin-off game. I've got one trophy.
What about both fighting games?
I don't have anything to play it on. I suppose I could buy it on 360, but that feels wrong. So I could buy PS3. I almost bought one yesterday, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
But Persona 5 we can't go into it too much. Because
mine came on Sunday, which is
early because you're a dick.
Early. I played it 4 hours straight on Sunday. Then I stopped playing and watched WrestleMania. Then I got like 4 hours in on Monday because I went review.
We went to XO and bought some old games.
And then I went and watched Power Rangers.
Yeah, you pushed it.
And then yesterday I didn't get up to ridiculously late, and then I went and watched Ghost of the Shell. So I didn't play any yesterday.
It's a crime that you haven't played any. Like,
well, yeah.
You think I'd be talking to you if I had it? Like legit. Like we haven't done a podcast since October, which is amazing. I didn't realise it was that long. But we would definitely not be doing a podcast anytime soon if we had Persona. It might even be Persona. I don't think it is. I think I've got a sign for it. Yeah, it's not.
And we had the postman come, and it's not Persona.
No, it's not. But I'm going to open this live on air below the mic.
Yes.
Because it might be something important. It is. I think it might be my Dreamcast cable. Keep talking, Chris.
Yeah, so Persona 5, at the moment, it still feels like it barely scratched the surface of the game, even though being 8 hours in, you're still learning all the mechanics of how to play the game. It seems like Atlas has gone, Persona 4 is actually ridiculously popular. We're going to have people wanting to play Persona 5 that have never played a Persona game. So they've made it much more user-friendly to start with. To get with the characters, like, I've played it for 8 hours. I've only had one day in the game where I can actually do anything I want. And then it's still, because of how where it's 2, it felt like you didn't want to do that. It felt like you wanted to go to the dungeon and help the characters.
Persona 4 took over my life for about 9 months.
Yeah.
So I can't wait.
I don't know how long it is.
I've heard 100 hours.
Yes, because I went on to How Long to Beat last night, and this is 101 hours. But then I see Andrew Goldberg from, IGN Podcast Beyond that, saying Platinum game like 120 odd hours. So 100 hours doesn't seem that long. Seeing completionist is 100%. I know he's a Persona, veteran.
And plus, he works in the industry, so I imagine he has, you need to finish this game, quick.
Yeah, he's Platinum on Japanese and English.
Wow.
And he said he's put 260 hours in, and he said the most of it was the Japanese version because obviously the language barrier. So 104 hours, I'm not sure if is actually that correct.
I think it took me 85 to beat Persona 4.
Because if you look at 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're all about 65 hours long.
Mhm.
So I don't know at the moment. People are just filling it out and taking a long time.
I think 100 is probably fair. Like I think Persona 4 Golden took me 85 hours, but that was with a guide on a handheld, which is always easier to play on. I can't wait. I wish that was coming. And for the listeners, that was my dream high line inducer. So I can now start building my Dreamcast Online system, which me and Chris will definitely do a video about when I
But if you look at like the fastest time, someone's done in 56 hours.
56 hours is crazy.
And then the fastest on PS3 is 80.
Because there's like 2 people playing on PS3.
Yeah.
I can't believe it came out on PS3. If you haven't got PS4 and you've got PS3, buy Persona 5. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's really good. It's really easy to get hold of as well.
The only thing is, that is a lot of game and a lot of time to put into the game. It's like, I'm thinking about Horizon's being put back on the shelf because of Persona. It's like, what else is going to be put on the shelf because of Persona due to how long it is? There's nothing else really coming out in April apart from Mario Kart 8 that's really going to... And that's completely sort of different.
Yeah. The thing that we're going to talk about we'll talk about number 1 and then we'll go into my thought. So we'll talk about number 1 first, which is, and this is going to shock no one.
No.
This is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch / Wii U, but no one bought the Wii. Did you buy the Wii?
Yeah.
You own it. You're not going to open that.
No, still.
So have you finished?
Yes.
I have not finished it.
Yeah.
Which is weird that Chris has finished a game that we bought at the same time. I've not. So okay.
Well, you see the top 10. I finished 2.
That's not bad. I finished.
Out of how many I own now?
Now technically, I'm going to be a dick. I finished Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Because I did it before, and I finished Zero Escape because I finished all 3 of those games before.
Okay, that's good. But I bought only 1.
I've only bought Zelda.
3,
in that.
I bought 5, no 6 of that 10, and I finished 2 of them. But Persona's only just come out.
Of this whole list, I own like 3. But anyway, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
On the brand new Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
So we're not, because obviously this is technically a PlayStation podcast.
No.
We don't know what we're going to talk about in the future, but for now, we're not really going to review the Switch. Like, my initial thought is I quite like it as a handheld. I don't think it's that great as a console, like a home console. Like, there isn't a lot of content on there at the minute. Let's be honest. Once you've finished Zelda, some cool indies, but there's nothing now until Splatoon 2. Like, Mario Kart 8 is Mario Kart 8. Like, I've played like 100 hours Mario Kart 8. You don't play online.
No.
So you're going to be like, cool, I've beaten this now.
Yeah.
And, so really, there's some cool stuff. There's I'm Sasuna and Disgaea 5, but they're all games that have come out for a while. So
I've actually got the Disgaea 5 on pre-order.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get it because I need to replay 3 and 4 because I've beaten 1 and 2 like extensively. Played 1 and 2 on PS2. But yeah, so like I quite like Switch. What's your sort of initial Switch thoughts?
I totally agree. As a console, I don't think it's that great, but as handheld, and looking at the games coming, you got a lot of indies that translate well to handheld, like Pocket Rumble that should have come out in March is now being delayed. Looks like a game you wouldn't want to play that on your TV, but playing a handheld would be like really good.
It feels like the new Vita, doesn't it?
It does.
It does feel like the new Vita.
It's basically it's that. Because you look at all the games, it's basically Nintendo first party, indies, and a few other Japanese stuff. And you look at the Vita, it's pretty much indie and Japanese stuff, minus the first party.
Yeah, it is going to be basically. It feels like it's going to be the Vita, but with actual real first party support, which is good for like I said. I don't know how many times I've said on this podcast and in conversations with people. Like the PS Vita was probably my favorite games console for the last possibly even the last 5 or 6 years. Like I played my Vita so much. Even now, I was telling you the other day, I cracked out and Dancing All Night because I was really hyped for Persona 5.
Yeah.
And I was playing some other. I bought a load of cheap games on it because the sales are always stupid. It's like,
yeah,
do you want to buy a child for £4?
The Easter sales just started. I've not looked to see what's on.
Does it start today?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to look in a minute actually because there was a couple of things I'm like, I'm almost platinum Dancing All Night, so I want something new for my Vita.
Yeah.
World of Final Fantasy I've almost finished as well, but to have that transition with Nintendo games, when it's the real Nintendo games, like the new Mario game looks incredible. Like, give me Fire Emblem, give me Animal Crossing, give me Pokemon, give me Metroid, give me Donkey Kong, give me some new IPs. They seem to be really pushing new IPs this last couple of years. So, and they did an interview where they said that they've got more new IPs coming than old IPs. So, I think Retro's game is going to be a new IP, but that's for our E3 conversation, which was our best video last year. So we'll be definitely doing an E3 discussion this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Legend of Zelda is an incredible game. Like we have a slight different opinion on it.
Yeah.
I'm probably more like everyone else. Like I'm definitely less hipstery about it. Like, it is an incredible game. It's just one of those games where it tells you enough to get you going, and then it's kind of like, there you go, do what you want. Like, experience it your own way, which I like. Again, I haven't finished the game, so I don't know if it wears thin the later you get. I haven't done any of like the four beasts, so I don't know if that's gonna gonna make it crap. But from what I've played of it, like, give me that game when I was 15 or when I was at university. Give me that game when I was at university on a handheld instead of like Final Fantasy 2 on PSP. Wow, so. That's what, like 97 on this?
It's 97,
which is amazing.
It's usually scored 7.7 though.
Yeah, I think you're always going to get some backlash.
Yeah, it's got a lot of troll reviews.
Yeah, you're always going to get that.
Like Persona is a 94 rated game, and it's 93, I think, user.
Persona, and it's only because of one man. Everyone's kicking off about that. You were telling me about that, wasn't it? Like,
yeah,
Jim Sterling.
Yeah, he basically knocked it down from his one review knocked Persona down from 97 to 94. My tweet was more of a joke. He got a load of backlash from Breath of the Wild because Breath of the Wild was on the 98, one below Ocarina of Time, and his review, which was a 7, brought it down to 97. So only 1 point, and the internet backlash over him and like how it's going to cost Nintendo sales. I was like, it's still a 97 rated game. It's not suddenly gone from Metacritic's great game 75 down to like a 70 that's not great anymore.
Plus, if you bought a Switch, you probably bought Zelda.
Yeah, it's got like an 89% attach rate.
Yeah, so.
But then, so that's why my joke was with Persona 5. It's like one review, but knocked it down 4 places, not 1 place, down to 97. Like it's more.
Persona will easily beat the 2 million that 4 did. Persona 5 will easily beat the 2 million.
Yeah,
I reckon it'll probably get 4 or 5. But
yeah.
So anyway, your thoughts on Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild?
I am not that infused with the game, to be honest. Let's go back to Jim Sterling. Ian gave it a 7, and I wouldn't agree with his review because his main issues were with the weapons breaking and stuff like that. And he's like, this game's supposed to have all these realistic mechanics and how physics works. And like, you have a sword, it's not suddenly going to break after like 2 hits, which is true. Obviously,
it's difficult. I think the survivability adds to it myself, but
the stuff like that. So yeah, I think I would agree with his score. Big Zelda fan. If you don't know, I've got over 40 Zelda games.
He's finished 2 of them.
Ha ha ha! Very funny. My favourite Zelda is Wind Waker. If you want to know, I own over 40 Zelda games. I own like all the collector's guide. I've got the deluxe guide coming from Breath of the Wild. I've got all the amiibo. I have 2 Zelda special. No, I have 3 Zelda special edition consoles. So you're gonna go, because I can see people having backlash at me. Go, you don't like Zelda.
I don't think people care, but it's fine.
I don't like it because it's an open world adventure game.
I think it's, to me, like from a conversation me and you have had, like it seems like for me, I've probably played like 10 Zelda games. Okay, like I've played pretty much all the 3D ones and a couple of 2D ones. My favourite one's probably Minish Cap because I'm weird. I just really like that game.
It's actually like one of my favourites.
It's weird, like people all shit on that game. Like, it's
That's
really
actually
fun.
really good. Yeah.
I think it's the least Zelda.
That is my issue with it.
Yeah, which I think is wonderful because I think it was time. I think after Skyward Sword especially, I think it was time to change.
Yeah,
the formula.
Skyward Sword has got a few issues, but like if you think of what I would say the best game of all time, still according to Metacritic, is Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but I don't.
I know that's debatable because the 3D version's not that high. It's still like 90 something.
And again, I think it's a time and place thing. Like, do we really need to remake Ocarina of Time again in 2017? Probably not.
But like Zelda to me is, you start off, you get your little tunic in your armor. You got to go get all the spoilers. There's no Triforce in Breath of the Wild. Like, what's to do with that?
Yeah, but again, that's definitely a fan for you. Like because the first Zelda game, which I have played on the NES, I've got my NES Classic, which I own, Chris.
Yeah.
It feels like that game.
It does feel like that, and I don't like 2D Zeldas.
Yeah, so I can get why you don't like it as much.
Someone said that to me. It's like, you don't like 2D Zeldas, and it's gone for like that openness of 2D. But then if you look at Link to the Past, you still have all the 8 dungeons. You still get all your cool items. So you go to this one dungeon, you get, I don't know, boomerang ones, for instance. You learn, use that in that dungeon, you defeat the boss and stuff like that. and obviously you meet Ganon and stuff like through the game. Like this, you just go. There's 4 dungeons, really. You got all the shrines. There's 120 of them. You don't really need to do them. All you need to do is the 4 Bs. You do that. You go to the castle. You defeat Ganon. That's game over.
Yeah.
And Ganon basically doesn't do anything in the game. It's just this purple blob in the sky until you go and fight him. Like he's got no character. And it's like, why am I fighting this dude?
Well, he did destroy the world, Chris. It's quite.
Well, yeah, but the world.
Even I've got that far.
Yeah, but the world, like you've been asleep for 100 years. You come out of the world, it's still grass and there's still towns and villages. So, like, if you destroyed the world, surely it would be all fire and brimstone. There'd be like nothing there.
Possibly. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I totally get your point. Like, I think ultimately it's one of those things. I think like a very similar story you can have as maybe Final Fantasy or like even Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like, if you're thinking what I would consider a Resident Evil game,
It's
I would
1,
consider
2, 3,
1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica, and then
possibly. Four has still got
four
elements.
doesn't. I think because four changes it up enough that it's a different game. And so, again, some people like that, some people don't like that.
I quite
fair.
like 4.
Like, see, I don't. I personally prefer the horror games. Like, I don't like horror games. I just prefer like Dino Crisis. I prefer it. It's scarier. Final Fantasy, because I'm a big turn-based guy. So like Final Fantasy 1 till 10 are my favorite Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy 12 and 12, 13, 15. Like, I really like 15, but I'm like, it's not Final Fantasy to me. People, but then every review is, it's better because of this and this and this.
Yeah,
like,
because it's.
It depends what you feel from the series. Like, that's what it is. I think.
It's the thing, because I haven't played that many. We've had a Final Fantasy chat before, and I ranked my top 5. It's like really weird ones. It's like 9, which is
9 is my favorite.
It's like a really classic one.
Yeah,
And there's like Crisis Core, which has a real-time battle system. Almost.
Which I own. I've not played because I don't have a PSP.
I have played it. Finished
soon.
And it's like, so my thing. So I haven't got that much love for Final Fantasy. I've gone back and played bits and pieces of it, but 15 I thought was really good, apart from Chapter 13 in it. Otherwise, it was a really good game of last year.
See, I own that game, and I played it for about 6 hours, and I've enjoyed it, and I have not gone back to it for like 2 months.
Yeah, and it's like a few other games like that. You think of something like Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
I have to... I can't help but bring Metal Gear up. And it's like Metal Gear is like 5. It's so different.
5 is a great example, because 5 is not really that much of Metal Gear.
No, but then that's still... Metal Gear fans still like it.
Yeah.
No, it's really... it's like strange. When like Breath of the Wild... There's hardly anyone that I know that I like know one other person that doesn't like it.
Yeah, you are definitely the minority on that. And again, that's like there's no such thing as a perfect game. That's the joy of video games and movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can tell me all day that you think BioShock is the greatest game ever, and I'd be like, I don't like it. I think it's crap. I think the controls are crap. The graphics are crap. That's just an opinion, and that's what
you did play it like 10 years after.
And again, it's all situational. Like if you hadn't played Wind Waker, you might think, "Fuck, Breath of the Wild's awesome."
Yeah, but I played no other Zelda, so I wouldn't know any difference. But I'm like, you just come out, you meet these 4 sort of ghosts, and you got to save Zelda, and she's like the worst Zelda ever. You compare her to Tetra. You wanted to help Tetra, you wanted to save Tetra and stuff like that. The Ganon, you had interaction with Ganon in Wind Waker, and stuff. You tried to save your sister, and Link has characters, even though he doesn't talk like he doesn't need this, like with his face and stuff. And then even Twilight Princess, Midna, fantastic character. You haven't got any sort of side character or anything like that. Yeah. It seems like they stripped away the story to make more of the gameplay element.
Which is unfortunately the way that every game has gone for the last 2 years.
Yeah, but
I feel that about Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, but I want to go to the dungeons, fight a really cool boss. I think I fought 5, 6 bosses. Well, you normally fight 10.
I think to be devil's advocate, I think the argument is always, well, if you want to play Wind Waker, you can go back and play the Wind Waker.
Yeah.
But that's I guess that is the it's not a very good argument, but it is. It's everyone's opinion's different.
Yeah.
So. But that wraps up our first 3 months, I suppose.
Yeah.
How's it work? Yeah.
It's just April.
Yeah. So out to April. So that's where we are. So I can't remember what I was going to talk about now.
No,
I can't remember. I had a plan. I had an actual. I should write it down on my computer.
Yeah.
It's next to me.
Yeah.
Oh, God knows. God knows what it was. I'm sure it'll come back to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was along the lines of, is there too many? And actually, no, I do remember what it is now. Right. So we've just named 35 games, above 80?
Yeah, above 8.
Right. In 3 months.
Yeah.
Right. As consumers, do we buy too many games? I think the answer is yes. Okay,
I definitely do.
Like, so, this is something that me and you've talked about in person and on the internet, like, fucking hundreds of times. So, like, you own, like, 20 games probably on this list. Probably not far. Let's just ballpark 20 games.
Yeah.
And you've beaten...
I don't know any of the PC games.
Yeah, so, like, say you've beaten 2. So you've spent hundreds of pounds. Like, and we won't even include the Switch console. Just the game. You've spent hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
And you've probably you've probably played like 60, 70 hours of game.
Yeah, Zelda's like 30 hours.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, does it come to a point, especially when you get older, like, we've both got full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Like, I've got 2 full-time jobs, hence why we haven't done a podcast in 5 months. Like, do we really have, like, time for this? Like, say, for example, when I was 18, when I was a student, I would have bought Persona 5 this year.
Yeah.
And that would be my one game, probably for, like, 6 months. And I would love it, and I would complete it, and I would, like, even Persona 4 was like that for me. I didn't have a lot of money when I moved back to Somerset. So I played Persona, my girlfriend bought Persona 4 for my Vita, and that was the only game I bought for, like, there's the only game I had for about 9 months. Like, I'm not even joking, about 9 months, all I had was Persona 4.
Yeah.
And so you have that attachment. And when you're younger, and you played Wind Waker, I imagine you didn't have 20 games that were new. You probably had, like, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And you were like, you know what, this game, Wind Waker, is incredible, because I'm sat here playing it. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it does get to a point now where you especially for people like me that own every single console, plus past consoles.
Yeah, it's that meme in there. It's like shows like a picture of a kid and adult. And the kid's like got he's got all the time in the world to play games, but he's got no money. And then like the adult, he's got all the money, but he's got no time to play the games. Yeah, it's sort of like a weird, like, oh yeah, we now go to work, we now have this money, I can buy all the games I want to play.
Honestly, it's like if you look at this list, if you were to play, say you were to play Persona 5, and Resident Evil 7, that is 2 different games on one console, and that you would get a lot of mileage out. If you were to play Nier and Shovel Knight, again, the same thing, you're going to get a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, it is just madness now that you've got all these games, So like games like Kingdom Hearts, you've got no hope. Like the Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1.5 and 2.5 remakes. Is what, 4 games, 2 movies?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I bought 2.8.
Like each of those games is like minimum 30 hours.
Yeah.
Like, should we say minimum? You're probably looking at 45 each.
Yeah.
And like I said, then there's 2.8. That's probably like 20 hours to beat everything.
Yeah.
Dream Drop distance is quite long. But like, you know what I mean? So that's the whole franchise. Like, when are you going to have time to play those games? You know?
Well,
Danganronpa 1 and 2, they're like 20 hours.
We do Kingdom Hearts 3 mobile. Well, yeah.
Well,
because
it
we
will do.
catch up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it has now got to a point. Especially this is just for me and you. This is just us being like talking about it. We're like, we probably need to tell ourselves, don't buy a game this month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're both gonna get Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm probably gonna buy Rogue One on Blu-ray to watch.
Yeah.
I'll probably
get.
It's out the 10th. So then and like I said, there's a sale on my Vita, right? We'll check. I would check on this PS4 as well. Yeah. I'll probably buy 2 games.
Yeah.
Right. Probably 2 games. They'll probably be like 4 or 5 games.
This,
Stuff like I haven't played, like Max or something.
This month, because I normally get paid and I look to see what's coming out and what I want to buy. There was no games I wanted, but there's a bunch of decent looking indies. They're still like 20 quid each.
Plus, you just spent 112 quid on retro.
Yeah.
When we went, like, see, I bought a controller in Fur Fighters because I'm cheap, because I hadn't been paid before.
Yeah.
Chris went out and bought a new PSP. You're bidding on PSP games.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just madness.
Yeah.
I love it. And like, I've just bought a fucking 15 quid cable to play my fucking Dreamcast online. What the hell? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with us, Chris?
This is the thing. It's like, are games getting better? That's the other debate. Or is reviewers?
I think the quantity to quality ratio is better.
Yeah, and then
that's what I think.
And also, are reviewers like Mass Effect Andromeda's not on this, for instance. It's a 7 something.
I forgot that game came out.
It's a 7 something basically, and basically everyone's going on share. And it's like, it's a 7. 7 is not a share number. As also reviewers now gone, the scale's now 7 to 10. And because everything basically falls into that scale, everything is a good game.
I think, again, my Mass Effect review is simply, if it was called anything else, it would be liked a lot more than it is. The fact it's a Mass Effect game. Because what we were going to talk about, what else has come out this year, we're going to save that actually for the next. What we will talk about is this sort of theory now that I think I believe in and you believe in as well, is that reviewers don't actually mean anything anymore. It's the personalities. So if you're a big Greg Miller fan, for example, if you were, and if Greg says to you, hey, This game is great. I really like it. You've got similar taste. You're more likely to buy
That
it.
basically you and like Greg convinced me to buy like Persona 4.
Well, yeah, then that's, Greg and Colin and Andrew Goldfarb from Beyond, God rest his soul. When I bought my Vita, like 2 or 3 years ago now, more than that, actually, it's 2017, it's probably 4 years ago now. They were talking about this game, Persona 4. Now, I'm a big Final Fantasy guy. Like we've talked about here, I love Final Fantasy. Like, I really do. Like, my aim is to own all the Final Fantasy games. Like,
I take you a while.
It will take me a while.
If you count
If I only count POW, I'm okay. But so like when they said, "Oh, it's like Final Fantasy, but it's got like these cool like story elements and stuff," and I took one look at it and I was like, "What is this game? You going to school? What? You got to talk to a girl? Okay. You got a talking teddy bear? All right." And I played it and I couldn't stop. Like I legitimately, there was times when I was coming home from work at 10 o'clock at night from my crappy part-time job to my hot non-Asian wife, and I was she was going to bed and I was, I'll just do one more day. I got a quiz coming up, so I should do that. Yeah, I should probably go and have lunch with Chie. And then it was 2 a.m. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't get that feeling.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I see. Chie at the time, I was big on Chie. I think if I was to play again, I'll probably go Naoto because of Dancing All Night. Like, she's way more feminine than Dancing All Night. But yeah, again, I don't want to spoil that game because Persona 4 came out on PS2 in 2008, and I'm like, play that game. Hey Sony, you listening? Put Golden on the PSN store for PS4. Do it now. Stop what you're doing. Stop the podcast. Put it on the PS4. Thanks. Amazingly, like the thing that excites me about Persona the most is that everyone tells me Persona 5 is better than Persona 4. That scares me because if I get into that game,
the first 8 hours are better than the first 8 hours of Persona 4 Golden.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The only thing is, I was thinking about, say, the characters. Like, you finished Persona 4 Golden, so you might.
Oh, I have.
And you played Dancing All Night, so now you're saying about Nato is more feminine. You most really want to romance her. Like, you like the characters, and completely different game. Dragon Age, for instance. Dragon Age Origins, I love that game. I love the characters like Alistair, Morrigan, and stuff like that. Yeah. And then when I played 2, and you play as Hawk, I'm like, this sucks. That game sucks anyway. But
2, I have a love-hate relationship because this is another thing of what we're talking about. So I had 2. 2 was the only game I had for my 360. Me and my girlfriend were living in Newport in a student flat together at the time, studio flat, sorry. And I had that game for 6 months. I had no other game. I only had 360. I didn't have an Xbox One at this point. So I 100%ed Dragon Age 2 in all 3 areas that are in the game, and the crap story. There's a couple of good characters. You know what I mean? Like, so I like, I get what you're saying. Like,
and then Dragon Age
Inquisition was just too bloated.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's got really good characters." I'm like, yeah, but this isn't Alistair. This isn't more, and stuff like that. I was like,
I do worry the attachment.
So I'm thinking like you'll play this, and I kind of getting it as well because obviously I still put 40 hours into Golden. I still have a lot of time, and I still romance Yu-Gi-Oh, and I still like got Kanji's, not Kanji, the other guy.
Yusuke.
Yeah, still got his like up to like the full thing as well. So still, I think GA was like on 7 and stuff like so really high. And Resays is high.
Yeah, I've like maxed them all. So.
Yeah, so I was getting like, now I'm playing like this one, like, oh, are the characters gonna be as good? And,
I worry it's gonna
Morgana's really good.
That's the cat, right? I don't want any
spoilers
at all.
Really good.
I worry that it's gonna have Final Fantasy syndrome because everyone says this about Final Fantasy. So the first Final Fantasy that you play, you have the biggest attachment to the characters. So if you played 7, like those, obviously those characters, I'm not going to go into the spoilers. If you don't know the spoilers of Final Fantasy 7, you should be shocked. But I feel about 9. So I feel about Vivi and Steiner and Dagger and Zidane and all these Beatrix and all these characters. Like I have that feeling for them. Like they're my Final Fantasy characters. And even 10, even fucking Tidus. You know what I mean? Because I played that game when it came out. It's much tougher. Like 15, I don't care about.
See,
Noct.
I don't care about Noctis, but I do like Prompto and his powers.
I kind of like Ignis because he's British. I like British people because I'm British, but
I do like the characters and I like Lady Luna Flair's pretty decent character as well.
It's weird because I watched the movie. Also, I've got the movie on Blu-ray. It's different voice actors. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, because it's Lena Headey
and Sean Bean. Spoiler, he dies. That's not much of a spoiler. It's like 4, like an hour into Final Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, but then I think that's the problem. Is I have a 15 actually. I think it's just you know,
don't care about characters.
old Final Fantasy and Persona has ruined it for me because I'm like, oh, none of these characters are anywhere close to Kanji. Kanji's like one of my least favourite characters. It was Troy Baker, so I'm like, oh, I like Troy Baker.
So I think I don't know if you have to because the issue now because you put so much time into Persona 4, and its story and its other spin-offs. You're gonna go to 5 and like, yeah, and good, but she's not Rise, is she?
No one will be reset. And okay, so this is tangent again. When you play Dancing All Night, there is like, so the whole plot of Dancing All Night is that Rise's making a comeback.
Yeah. So
there's 5 other like Rise's basically, all more attractive than the last. So, and the girl Kamina, I think they talk about in the first in Golden, she's like the main character. Just play Dancing All Night. It's weird. Dancing All Night is really good. It's got a really good story.
I do really want to play it, and now I bought PSP. I can play all the Personas.
You can play 1, 2, and 3. You can play them all on Vita anyway, but they cost a fortune.
Yeah, but I can. Like physically.
Yeah, good luck buying them by the way, because
like
they are rare. Really?
Yeah, they're quite cheap.
But I looked for Portable not too long ago. Like if you want to buy the PS2 versions as well.
Yeah.
You
could have a nice collection. Of
I'd love. To be fair, like that's probably the one I'm tempted to get. I do have Dancing All Night Special Edition as well, so.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So that was our little tangent. I mean, we'll talk a bit more about sort of our plans, I think. So, like, what are you going to be playing over the next sort of 3 months? We're not going to talk too much about new games because we could do this every episode. And plus, like, the problem we had when we stopped filming is we were just talking about the same crap every episode.
Yeah.
So we'll do the next podcast we do, which will probably be about 2 weeks. We will do a Q2 one, and then obviously that will run into E3 predictions, which is going to be a great episode, which they always are.
Yes.
So the next, so like you've got all these games. What is your plan for the next month, Chris? What are you going to be playing for the next month?
Just Persona 5.
And you would, so you know, I don't believe any of this, by the way. There's no way he doesn't buy like 2 new games. Like we'll look at the sale.
I might
later
buy
on.
some indies because I did have a list of stuff coming, and I only actually put one big indie on there. But I personally think it's a big indie. Is What Remains of Edith Finch, which is coming out April 18th, I want to say.
Do you count Telltale's indie?
No.
Because obviously Guardians of the Galaxy is like next week.
Yes.
And then you've got which I actually I think I've pre-ordered. It's 20% off the pre-order. And it's buy one get one free as well.
Yeah.
Full Throttle remastered. You won't play that. I fucking play the shit out of that.
Blackwood Crossing has come out.
Yeah.
It looks like a mass game. It looks like it's a game.
Looks like it's an hour long. You get a platinum. I swear. That's the mass game.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. It's reviewed sort of okay, but I think I might wait until it's on sale for that one. There was a few other games this sort of month for download that look quite good. I think there's one.
I'm waiting for Pocket Rumble. I'm really excited for Pocket Rumble. Big new year.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8. I've got pre-ordered.
Yeah, same. I've had pre-ordered since today.
Yeah.
You can pre-order the Switch.
But basically it's Persona or What Remains of Edith Finch, which is obviously from Giant Sparrow, who did
So the game's not come out yet?
No, it's from the Unfinished Swan team.
I've heard about the game for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah, and obviously Santa Monica is the publisher or incubator or whatever, of that game. But yeah, that comes very soon. I'm looking forward to that because Unfinished Swan is a very good game.
It's great on Vita.
Is it on Vita?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I played on PS. I did play it on PS4, not PS3.
There's a ton of great stuff on the Vita.
You know that.
Hashtag save the Vita. Now that PS I Love You exit, I suppose we can talk about that briefly. Very briefly. We talk on Colin. Colin has left Kind of Funny, which is not news to anyone, but obviously PS I Love You and Beyond were a big influence in us doing this podcast.
Especially, obviously, me like PlayStation.
But this will shock everyone. Chris is a bit of a PlayStation fanboy, which I haven't mentioned at all in any podcast. But again, we watched Beyond and PS I Love You.
I think Beyond since episode 1 almost.
Well, since you watched, I think I started watching Beyond when I had a PSP, so it would have been like episode 4 or 5.
Almost from day 1 because
very early on I started
because
watching
obviously I bought PlayStation 3 at launch. So
you did, you madman.
So I think that was
took out a loan to buy it.
Yeah, it's I think they were the only ones really talking about it. It's weird back then. You didn't have the personalities and podcasting, so you're trying to find someone talking about PlayStation stuff, and you buy this £400 console. You want to know what sucks. good and what's coming for it. So I started obviously watching Beyond and then moved on to Kind of Funny, and that's
It is sad to see Colin go. I mean, to be honest with you, I've said this to you a few times. I think the writing's been on the wall the last 2 months. Like, he hasn't really seemed as much into it. Like I love Greg and Tim, but they definitely have and this actually happened 10 years ago. This happened on Screw Attack. I don't know if any of you remember. Screw Attack originally was starring Craig and Handsome Tom, and this actual exact thing happened. Basically, half of them wanted to take it forward, really corporate, but not in a bad way. Like, I get it. Like, they want to make some money, they want it to be a career, they want to have like good, fun stuff with it, and the other guy wanted to keep the integrity, and keep it low key, because that's how they like to roll, really. Like Colin, like that, he likes the industry. He doesn't really like the overacting.
Yeah, because if you've watched Colin's Last Stand, like at the end and the start, it says like about no adverts, and he doesn't want that.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a sweet ass Patreon, he doesn't need it. So, like, it's sad to see Colin go, but I'm kind of funny that it needed to happen, because I think Kind of Funny would have just died out otherwise. I do want them to bring back P.S. I Love You. I don't know how, because Colin was such an integral part of that. They saying they bring back Andy Cortez.
Yes, joining up.
I would rather someone like Goldfarb, but he's never going to leave IGN.
The only thing I think P.S. I Love You, get Greg to host it, and he does like the news.
He has to go like the Beyond used to be. He used to be the host.
He has to be the host instead of like
Tim.
Colin, and then Tim's got to be like the one coming back, sort of, talking back. But Tim's just gonna be like, "Yay, Crash Bandicoot!"
Like, I love Tim because he likes Nintendo and he likes Crash, but I don't think he fits that show.
No.
But I mean, again,
I can't imagine him talking like about Persona 5, for instance.
No, or the Vita. God rest the Vita. Vita's dead. The Vita died with Colin, I think. The Switch came out, so the Vita. Yeah. Again, I still play my Vita every day.
That's the thing. Like, they big influencers, like you say, like it's my name is Mayo. Basically happened because of that. What's the knob switch? Basically happened because of that. And what was it? Taco Master Charlie.
It did.
Pretty much because of that. And like Colin always goes on about how Nuni Kune sold so well because of obviously Beyond, when we talked about that back in the day.
Stuff like Severed, and they pushed a lot of games. Rocket League was pretty much them. Like, no one was playing that game. Like, people can go back and pretend that they were into that game. No one was playing that game until they sort of organised the meetups and stuff like that. So yeah, this is our kind of official goodbye to Colin. Thank you, Colin, for your time. Hopefully he goes back to talking about games, because I love history, but I just don't want. I'm not interested in that content.
Yeah, I watched the first episode because there was like nothing else on. It's like talking about the Third Amendment, and it's like
it doesn't apply to us.
Yeah, it doesn't apply to us. He might talk about things like Brexit or something, but
even that. I mean, like, I don't. I like to close off from that a lot. Like, I don't really like to live my life like around that. And that's I like. Yeah. That's not me being close-minded. Like, I was a student. I did all the fucking student rallies. I've been to all these political parties and meetings and stuff. I'm just done with that. Like, I vote and that's that. I don't need to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sort of thing. Possibly like if Trump suddenly resigns or something, then he could be interesting what he's talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's the only time I can really see.
I'd rather listen to Greg talk about the PS4, like, and so I'm not a big PlayStation guy. I'm probably the most agnostic of us. Like, I really will play everything and anything, and I will say it like it is. Chris is a big PlayStation guy, so obviously losing another PlayStation podcast would be devastating to him. So hopefully, and I haven't watched Beyond. I legitimately watched one episode of Beyond when they left. I have not gone back.
I barely watched
Max
one.
Can fuck off.
I've not watched that much. I basically watch happening when he's not been on.
Like, I'm sure he's a really nice guy. Like, I don't want to be like
he's like a big Metal Gear fan.
Honestly, he's just not. He's not. That show for me was always great with Colin. So
yeah,
I like Marty and I like Goldfarb and stuff, but
to me the perfect lineup would be Marty hosting it, and then Brian, Alana, and Andrew.
You just want that because Alana's so very attractive.
And Andrew Control, so nice.
It's great. It's perfect. It's basically you want Unlocked, but swap out Ryan McCaffrey
with
anyone else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I like Xbox. Not a big Ryan McCaffrey fan. His review of Alien Isolation was like the nail in the coffin for me looking at IGN reviews.
Oh yeah, he
5.8, I think.
He's a big fanboy.
He's like you, but about Xbox.
Oh yeah, but he's even worse, I think.
Right, so I think that we've rambled on enough. I think that was good little podcast there, Chris.
Yes.
So where can you find the podcast on Twitter?
Yes, I'm Masofdas, but we have our own.
That's what I was. I
We
was
have
just
our own-
segueing to you to it, Chris.
We have our own Twitter, which is obviously
Sweet Jesus.
Pot of War.
Pot of Wars. It's an
It's
S. It's an S in the end.
This Pot of War is already taken.
One of us is professional. I'm obviously Eof Gizmo. You can follow me. I tweet about stuff, not just about games, also about game development, because I'm a game developer.
Yeah.
So, and we will be back.
I tweet about other stuff.
Pod of War will be back in May, probably the end of April. Actually, to be honest, we'll commit to that now, and we will talk about Q2 2017.
Well, my list is more than Q2.
The list of Pengals.
Yeah.
He will be deleted. We should do a wrestling podcast. But anyway, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.